chart only when you have a single series of data. Okay, so what is relative cell address? So what is relative cell address?
The cell reference will change.
So selector is a cell address with a formula that does not include a dollar symbol. So when you don't have a dollar symbol before your address, then it is a relative. And when you copy paste, okay, this, it will keep on changing. So if you copy across your column, it changes column wise. If you copy across your row, it changes row wise. So you need to explain all this. See, you don't think, okay, I'm your teacher, I'm asking you. You should think, okay, I am the interviewer and your people have come for a job. Now, when I ask you the question, you should answer it appropriately. Okay, so next question. Okay, you should answer keeping in mind that, okay, I am interviewing you people and you are supposed to answer. Okay, so tell me how you guys are going to answer. So just don't give me, okay, one word answer. Okay, then the interviewer will think, okay, this guy does not know, they will reject you. Okay, what is the order of operations used in Excel? So all of you are going to fail, huh? So what's the order of precedence? None of you, is it? Bodmus. First, okay, your parenthesis, your brackets. Okay, then you can use your reference operators, then your negation sign, then your percentage, exponentation, multiplication and division has got the next precedence, addition and subtraction has got 7th precedence, concatenation. Even if you don't tell all this in detail, you can just tell Bodmus. Bodman stands for brackets of, okay, division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. So first brackets will take the precedence, after that, okay, your division and multiplication, and then addition and subtraction. That's why I told you, okay, when we did that exercises for PTR calculation, I told brackets not required because Bodmus holds good, right? I guess, okay, you people remember that. Okay, so the next question is, what is the use of name box? You all know what's a name box, right?
It tells the exact cell where the cursor is.
Okay, any other usages?
Even directly jump on the cell.
Give the address
Sorry?
of active cell, and it shows the column. It's using a table.
It can say the range selected.
You can use it to give a name ranges, right? So name box, it shows you the cursor position, and you can also use a name box to create a named range and then navigate to a named range. Okay. Yeah. If you don't want to change the cell address as they are copied, what do? So when you're copying some cell address, okay, you don't want it to change. So what do you do?
Absolute method.
Okay, so what do you do in absolute?
Give it you have to put dollar sign.
Dollar sign. Use dollar sign.
Where should you put dollar?
Before the cell.
Before text and number.
Before your address. Okay. So what's the default value of the last parameter of VLOOKUP? Suppose you don't specify any in your VLOOKUP, you don't give a last parameter. So what's your default value? Is it true or is it false?
False.
False.
No.
False.
Your VLOOKUP, the default value is always true. Okay, that's why I keep on telling don't leave it blank. Okay. If you can't give false, at least give 0. You would have heard me many times telling that, okay, don't leave last parameter blank. At least give a 0, right? So by default, it will take it as true. So if you don't specify any parameter, it will take it as true. Okay, what's the main limitation of a weak lookup function?
It should be a number, ascending order.
No. I'm not talking about true clause. I'm talking about the limitation of VLOOKUP.
Only looks to the right.
Yeah, it only looks to the right. Okay, so
Number
if you have
find
something towards the left hand side of your search pattern, you will not be able to retrieve such records. Fine.
बरोबर
How do we automate column index number in VLOOKUP?
Index match.
You can use match with VLOOKUP. I'm telling, okay, column index in VLOOKUP. So you have to use match. By using match, you will be able to automate your column index number. So the column index number in your VLOOKUP function be negative? Can I have a negative number in the column index number?
No, ma'am.
No, you can't have. Okay. So it should always be positive numbers. So you can't tell, okay, to the whatever is towards the left hand side, you can't search. Okay, so you can't tell -1 or -2. It should always have a positive number. It always starts with 1.
आम्ही घेतो -1.
Now, is it possible to get multiple outputs using VLOOKUP? And if possible, how? With one VLOOKUP, can I get multiple outputs? The answer is yes. You can get, okay, provided you create an array function. So you want to know how to do this, guys?
Yes, ma'am, want to know it.
Okay. Now suppose, okay, just let me open my Excel. So maybe I'll use this XLR function. Now here, okay, let me go to this lookup functions only. Now here, I want department and designation. Okay, so with one function, generally what we did was when we did that exercise, we wrote, okay, for department and then we dragged it, okay, to designation, right? But with one function, I want two outputs, you can use an array function. So in order to do that, you can do like this. You can type is equal to VLOOKUP. So my lookup value will be this, comma. Okay, so table array, okay, as usual, that entire thing, right? So you can press F4. Okay, now before doing that, okay, you should have done one more thing. Okay, I wanted two outputs, so I should have selected two cells. I should select two cells and start writing is equal to VLOOKUP. Okay, my lookup value is 4, comma. So my table array is from serial number entire thing, function F4, comma. Now column index number, okay, you can open a flower braces, okay, and then you can put your department and designation column index number. So my department is 1, 2, 3, 4. My designation is in 5. So close your flower braces, right? So when you put comma and the last parameter is exact match. So when you close your bracket and then you have to tell control plus shift plus enter. So when you tell control shift enter, you can see it populates. Now these two things are treated as one entity, and in the formula bar you can see flower braces there. So anything in flower braces are supposed to be your array. So one thing is you have to press control shift and enter after doing that. Okay, so this is how you can get multiple outputs using your VLOOKUP. We'll go to the next one.
त्यावेळी कशी बोलणार
Does VLOOKUP case sensitive values?
No.
No. Okay, it is case insensitive. How do you refresh a pivot table?
right click, there is an option
By
refresh.
clicking right click.
Okay, what's the shortcut key?
Control T.
What?
Control T, ma'am.
Control T is for creating a table. For refreshing pivot table, what's the shortcut key?
F4, F5.
I think you can do F9. Okay, F9 is for
Error was
refresh.
F9.
So you can click on the pivot table, you can select analyze and then select refresh to pivot table, or you can right click,
F5.
okay, pivot table and select
Super
refresh,
sign on
or you can use a keyboard shortcut Alt plus F5. Okay, so these are the different ways in which you
F5
can
म्हणणार होते मला.
refresh your pivot tables.
F5 आपण स्क्रीनसाठी करतो ना.
What are the most common errors in Excel?
NA.
hash NA.
Hash NA. So when does hash NA comes?
If you selected a wrong data,
Not
or
analyzing the
otherwise a
data.
formula is taken wrong.
No. Why do you get hash NA?
Name error.
No,
And the
we'll
data
talk
part.
about first hash NA. Okay. Why do we get hash NA error? So in VLOOKUP, you did the data for, right? For Shankar and Rashmi, you got hash NA. Why did you get hash NA for Shankar and Rashmi?
The data is not present there.
Not applicable error. Okay. So the data is not present there. That's why you get hash NA. So hash NA is not applicable error. For that data, okay, it's not applicable. Yeah. What is the next type of error?
Value.
Value error, hash value error. Why do you get hash value error?
Before writing the formula, equal sign is not written.
No. That means whatever values, okay, it's trying to reflect is not right. And then you have, okay, what are the other errors? Somebody told me something.
Reference error.
Reference error. You get reference error. Then, if your reference is not right, you get hash ref error. Hash name error. When do you get hash name error? Okay, when you misspelled your functions. When you're spelling mistake in your functions, when you make or your range names, you get hash name error. Okay. You also get divide by zero error, right? So when do you get divide by zero error?
We divide by zero.
When you try to divide some value, okay, by zero, it will give you divide by zero error. Okay. So these are some of the common errors, okay, which you come across in your Excel. This you guys should be prepared, yeah. These are all interview questions. People might ask you this in the interview. Okay, what are the different sections of pivot table?
Filter,
Row,
row, column, value.
Okay, so you have data, you have row, column, filter, right? Value, and then filter. Okay, among them, which is the most important layout?
value.
Value. Okay, and which cannot be blank? Which layout cannot be blank?
Value.
Value.
Value cannot be blank. And where does all the calculations happen? Under which layout the calculations happen?
Value.
Value.
Your value.
अरे पोरांनो द्या उत्तर.
Okay, can the value layout of the pivot table be blank?
No.
No. How do you insert a drop down?
Data validation.
Data validation.
Okay, how do you insert a dependent list in your, okay, what do you do if you want a dependent list, okay? Data validation. In data validation, what do you do?
We have to choose list.
And then,
Then
what do you get to do the,
add parameters to the list.
and then,
Specify name to the text table or box.
okay. You forgot one important thing. How do you create a dependent list? You have to use which function? Data validation. You should use indirect function, right?
Yes.
Without indirect function, you can't create a dependent list. Okay, so you have to create a dependent list using indirect function. How do you create cross tabulation in Excel? By using pivot tables. Pivot tables will create a cross tabulation in Excel. What are the methods of extracting the first name? Okay, from the name. Suppose I have one full name. How do I extract? Okay, just the first name. What are the different methods?
Text to
By
column.
using length
Text
function.
to column,
Okay, text to columns. Then
split,
by using which function? Split function. Then you can also use left function, right?
yes ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Then any other methods?
Right.
You can also use flash fill, right?
Yes ma'am.
Yes.
These are the different methods. So I think we were discussing about this, right? So how do you find duplicates?
Conditional formatting,
In conditional formatting also you can color the duplicates. Any other methods?
by filtering,
By using?
filter,
Okay, filter, it will show you all duplicates, it will show, is it?
Ma'am, near data validation, there's an option of remove duplicates.
Okay, remove duplicates. And not under data validation, under data tab you have remove duplicates, which will remove your duplicate values.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So under your table also, if you create a table, under the table also you will be able to see that, okay, you can tell duplicates. Yeah, Pallavi, we are through with the TP session, Pallavi. Okay, we are just going through some. There were some.
Yeah, Veena, I just want to give information for the students. Everybody able to hear me?
yes ma'am.
Yeah, so morning I'll be sharing a link for you, drive link. So those who are giving the presentation today, please upload the documents by morning with respect to your folders. Okay?
You have any doubts, you ask her, guys. This is Pallavi from Excella.
Ma'am, if you are given a group presentation, is a single person can give the PPT to you?
Yes.
Okay.
You need to upload all the documents, whatever you are using for the presentation.
Okay, ma'am.
Do we have to save the PPT in a certain format? I mean, in terms of name.
Yes, no, not like that. Just group name is enough. Anyway, your names will be there, right, in the second
And
slide.
what if we did individually?
You can upload all the documents individually in the group itself. First, suppose in first group 5 members are there, means you can upload all the documents, 5 documents in a single folder.
Okay.
Okay, done well. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so we'll proceed, guys. So we have a few more minutes, right? I think we'll finish this. So what's the difference between decount and decount day?
Decount, it's
Count will
show,
count only numbers.
Okay, and decount day?
it can count the
numerical
blank column also.
Decount A will count everything. Okay, numerical or okay text, but the
Yeah.
decount will count only count of numerical items. The same difference, whatever is there between decount and decount A, okay, and the same thing holds, sorry, between count and count A, the same thing holds good here also. So how do you clear formatting in Excel without removing the cell content? Suppose I want to remove only the formatting. Don't want to remove the contents. Then what do I do?
Alt H N N.
What is Alt H and do?
It clear the
So
background.
under Home tab, I think you have clear, right? There you can use that. So how do you auto fit column width in Excel?
Alt
How do
H
you auto
O
fit
I.
column?
Shortcut can I say it, ma'am?
Okay.
Alt H O I.
Okay. Or you can do one more thing. You can just double click on the thing there. See here, okay, suppose I have some entries. You can see the border here, right? When I double click here, okay, it automatically adjusts the width, okay, to the longest entry in the selection in that particular column. Okay. So this is how you auto fit. Double click here, this auto fits. Double click here, auto fits. Okay. Fine, guys. Okay. I think okay. That's it for today, guys. And thus we come to the end of Excel session also. So thank you, guys. Okay. Have a great career. See you all. Okay, in some sessions.
Okay. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.